Greetings and salutations. Welcome back to the Bastard Smalls, whatever session this is. Technically, is this the start of Series 3 of the Bastard Smalls? But anyway, joining me is Layla M.
Hi, I play Aramnaze Low. That's pretty much it.
Shivat.
Heathrow Sleepwell at your service.
Ladymage.
Hi, gotta go see the doc along with the rest of my team, so can't talk. Bye.
What's that purple-clad book you're trying to hide under your jacket?
You, to quote Crandall, saw nothing.
I ended the DM. I see all.
I'm gonna talk to the doc about these voices in my head, too.
You surely realise you're not wearing any trousers. J.K. Lantern.
Ah, so you too are familiar with the people sitting out there. Okasan knows them well. Also, I believe that one sitting on the beaded seat cushion has ordered this. It is a fish taco.
I said tuna, not salmon.
What's a salmon?
This smacks Oak-san upside the face with a salmon.
Ah, I see you are familiar with the other greeting of my people.
Damn it. And StarprincessHLC.
Happy Furry New Year!
Hang on, where's my salmon gone?
They'll never know.
Are those fiscals around your mouth?
No,
What's in your mouth?
Dawson.
We return to the Smalls. It's been a week or two since the events of the wedding. And, well, there's been some fallout, some drama, some news, some silliness. It turns out Percy was on the same ferry back onto a different island where Percy and Cyrano were sitting on the opposite side of the carriage they were travelling in. Apparently, Percy slipped Cyrano a note along the way before buggering off. Mostly about never seeing you again. Or rather, never see you again.
What are the odds of me never seeing him again, really?
Not high, since the note saying we may need the services of the Smalls sometime soon.
Welp.
Well, it's time for the regular mental checkup of the crew of the different teams, and Smalls arrived just in time for their checkup with Doctor Mann. I mean, there are a few other doctors who deal with this sort of thing, but people prefer to see the doc. First up, in no particular order, is Almaeus Low.
Yeah. Oh gosh, I don't know how to do this. So I guess I just go into the office where the doc is waiting to start.
He greets you with a smile, offers you a drink, some cookies.
Hi.
Hello. It's good to see you again.
It's nice to see you too. I don't remember how long it's been, but
Time seems to slip us on by like it's some non particularly well measured unit. No,
Yeah.
no slights against the DM about poor timekeeping in the game. Shush! So, how are you doing?
Well, it's my life has been interesting since I got here. Of course, being part of the Smalls has been an experience of some kind, and well, I don't remember if I told you this, but I think I have amnesia, which is kind of weird to like sort through, if you know what I mean.
We did speak about this
Okay.
last time, and
Yeah.
do you have recollections of strange dreams about more people like me, possibly bits of metal and strange gurgling sounds?
I feel like the way you're saying that is so specific that you're trying to get a specific answer out of me.
Just exploring options, and let's just say if you not having these dreams, let's just say it's a step in the right direction.
I'm not sure if I've had any like dreams to speak of, but I'm not really good at keeping track of things. I don't know how much I've told you, but I seem to have this strange fascination with fire since I realized I have missing pieces of my mind, I guess. And it's unsettling, I guess.
That is understandable. It's not an uncommon thing about those who seek certain professions and certain races have such fascinations. We've had quite a few fire genasi who are very focused on their particular element. A few casters along the way are very focused on their fire. Admittedly, we've had one particular wrestling promoter, league owner, possibly Zim the Mighty, come along and do a little demonstration of his magic, and he's very fire focused.
Why does that name sound familiar? Oh no. You know what? Never mind. Forget I said anything. Flashbacks to that one time. But I don't know. Is it like a normal tiefling thing? Is there a chance it's like not connected to any of this weird brain stuff and I'm just going through some sort of like magic kind of puberty thing?
Since you basically haven't said that you've been having those dreams, I think it's fairly safe to say that option isn't the way. And as for the fire thing, tieflings are very unique species, especially it comes down to if they were born, were they created. It's a very mixed bag. Each one is unique, pretty much like everyone an individual to their, much like their personality, like who they are. Stop.
What did she do?
Just look in the chat.
I'm not that much of a simp. Well, okay, I am, but Lo is not.
Besides earth elements, not fire. Yes, Okasan does try to be the fire, but not on my fucking watch. But getting back on track.
Yes, please. Maybe we're okay. Okay. I guess I have like something resembling a lead. I guess there was this paper that we got after the wedding that was a time, and say again the character.
Pardon?
What did the paper say again?
Something. I'm sorry, and I don't actually remember what it said. It itself. It's something like explore the fire fantastic or something like that. Or fire fantastico or something very circus carnival like.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I don't remember exactly what it said, but it seems like some sort of flyer about like some sort of circus, and
Something about the glory of the flame.
but yeah, there was some stuff on there about fire, so I didn't really read it much. So maybe I shouldn't have brought it up.
Truthfully, that sounds a little familiar. Maybe something in my files. I'm going to have to look into it because my files are worse than the library. It's not because of any fault of my own. It's just a case of he points a thumb back at the bookshelf behind him. Well, you see my files on Snark and Okasan. I have a lot of files. I have a warehouse of files. Those two.
See.
Those for Snark and Okasan there. Those are only the cover notes.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am keeping bookmakers in business sometimes.
That's good, at least. Do you have any files on me?
On that, he goes over to a nearby bookshelf. He pulls out a single tome. It's a fairly big tome, but you note a number of bookmarks in it. Now, normally not one for sharing patient details, but since you're the patient in question, maybe an outsider's view will help bring some understanding. He offers you the book.
I take it. Thank you.
You know that the bookmarks only go about, say, halfway through the book. It's quite a thick one.
Why do you have so much about me?
Admittedly, it is my business to know our charges, to look after them. If anything, just to know certain any dietary requirements, certain activities they'd like to do. We spoke and we've observed.
Fair enough. I try to like skim past the like bookmark parts and see like what's through like the rest of the book, like skim through it.
It's a general notice of some observations of how you've been interacting with the Smalls, how you've been interacting with. I am minimizing Discord. of your observations or your interactions with the different teams, with Snark a few times with Whisper Party of Rat Folk. Is there any feeling you are grown from the time you have been here?
I'm sorry, what was that?
Sorry. Is there no feeling that you have grown since you've first arrived? As
Is that being narrated or said to Lo?
it's what's Lo picking out of the writings.
Oh. I haven't really talked to people a lot in my memory. So this being here is definitely good for me.
I am glad to hear that. Sometimes I try to keep these notes for myself. It is standard practice, but sometimes places get a bit fiddly about it. At least this time it's working out.
Is there anything else in particular that would be there that Lo wouldn't have noticed before reading it?
The bit about there's a few bits about how Lo just seems to become lost in themselves sometimes, and going back in your memory is either a case of just doing that fire thing, or maybe even of meeting a friend you have particularly liked who owns a tea shop.
Oh, that's in here. Great. That's lovely. Okay. Okay, we're not talking about that.
It's only a casual observation. It's a case of it's a suggestion. You may have met someone you may have just got on with. The doc has not presumed to go into the nature of things. It's just a case of this is nice.
No, that's just Lo saying that just as aloud as they're like reading the page, even though it's not like he was like behind them like reading the page, just like nope, that's nope, embarrassing. I do not have a crush. Moving on. I guess you wouldn't have any information on me that like I wouldn't have already known. I'm sorry.
I do what I can do. I am always here if you need the help or just want to talk. No more, no less.
Thank you. I'm sorry. I guess I kind of got a little too serious there. Was there anything in particular you wanted to talk to me about, or?
No. It's just all about seeing how you're going. But if you wanted to say anything or not, that's fine. If you want to wrap things up, I'm good with that.
I think we're good with just this for now. Thank you.
Okay, and per usual, my door is always open. Be a quick visit, or you want something more lengthy, that's fine.
Thank you.
If you want to keep the book for review, you're welcome to hang on to, but we'll probably want it back by the end of the week.
That's fair. One more thing, actually, before I go. Do you happen to have any, like... I don't know where I'm gonna get with asking this, but is there any way you could, like, get a good word in with the gear of the Church of the Broken Heart?
We've had representatives coming along wanting to do their own sermons, much like the Gear Hearts. I can speak to them if you want.
Yeah, I'd like to talk to them about something important. If not, meet them in person at their church.
That's fine. Well,
Yeah.
easy enough to sort out.
Thank you. I'll see you around, I guess.
See you around, and you can send Sifos in after you, please.
Okay. I'll do that.
And yeah, you leave the office.
Yeah. Probably just like peek through like Shivross's door, just being like, Doctor Mann wants to see you.
Is that time again? Okay,
Yeah.
I'm going. So Shifrost walks to the office, enters, closes the door behind him, and plops down on the couch. Goes, okay. What do we talk about today, Doc?
Shifos, my favourite elusive topic dodger. What do you want to talk about?
To be quite honest, I don't know if there's anything I can talk about. At least not yet.
I hear your family is wedding to the Starks had an interesting turnout.
Yes, it had very interesting turnout.
Agreeable turnout, would you say?
It depends on who you're asking if it is agreeable for.
I'm going for you since, well, I know your opinions over your father and other members of the Sleep Elves in general.
For me, couple is actually happy and together and of their own free will. I got to spend most of the time away from family in the kitchen. Was good wedding.
Sounds good.
Also got to see father get angry and punch a git.
Any git in particular? He's now making notes.
Not someone I would hope you are not too well acquainted with, at any rate. But, yes, a git named Percy.
Can't say the name seems familiar, but considering your history with well, at least counter profiling, I'm sure he deserved it.
Oh, he didn't do anything to deserve it that day. He did in the past.
Delightful.
But yes, eventually I can talk to you about the things that have gone on here, but, until then, best not to interfere in matters of Fae, yes?
Oh, utterly. I'm a mind flayer. Even we know we do not meddle with the affairs of Fae.
Doc, how do you deal with learning fate of a family member you actually cared about, and learning that that family member was, shall we say, screwed over?
Following connections or places close to them, saying that. It's a matter of privacy here, but finding a druid or a divinator to possibly track them down if you're concerned about their welfare.
Unfortunately, I do not think there's anything left to be done to help them, at least not in any traditional sense.
Well, the one thing I learnt about this job is traditional sense means nothing here. I mean, every day my walk to my office takes either from 5 minutes, 25 minutes, or 2 hours, depending on how the guild is feeling.
But is it normal to want to take revenge?
Are we saying this is something quite severe?
Something more severe than you can imagine at the moment, I would think.
Curious. That sounds like the feeling of revenge will be quite normal. But ultimately, that comes down to you.
I would ask more details, but is wise not to. At least not yet. Maybe when this is all over, I can tell you everything and you get a whole new book out of it.
Truthfully, or rather, the man who used to be the doctor never was interested in writing. And then he got this job. And then I took over his body, and well, it's a leftover element of the previous doctor, but good God. The love of writing certainly did come with trying to figure out all this. Sorry. Just excuse my moment on professorism.
He's okay.
All I can say is this job is fascinating, and patience privacy is respected. Admittedly, since you are party member of Okusan, I am tempted to send the previous notes to over to the professor just to try to figure them out. But that will involve an entire racking section in the warehouse being sent to other doctors just for them to read the notes.
We have, those of us on team have learned best not to try to figure out Okusan.
Unfortunately, it is my job to figure him out, just to make sure we are serving him as best as possible as he serves guild interests. On that, he sighs, his tentacles dangle somewhat heavily. He pulls out a bottle of Snorri's special brew from his desk, unscrews it, takes a swig, puts the cap on and returns it to the drawer. Is there anything else you want to get off your chest?
Not from past, but how are you still conscious?
I have been dealing with Okasan and the like for long enough. I built up a tolerance to this stuff.
Tolerance is a wonderful thing.
You actually can hear some fizzing going on from within the dock.
Most of us cut that with Everclear.
The dock just passes Betty and oh, I must have taken the bottle. So, is there anything else, or
Maybe in future.
okay? All things in their own time. Could you send in? Doc checks his list. Could you send in Magpie in next, please?
Oh, as long as I can find her, I will get her.
Magpie's like in whatever passes for a waiting room right by Doc's office, so she's not hard to find.
Okay, so I hop off of the couch, stretch out my back a little bit, and then walk out, look around, see Magpie go, okay, you're up.
Thanks, Shifros.
Eh,
Magpie goes in. Hey, Doc.
Magpie, one of my more interesting charges. How are you today?
In general, I'm doing better than the last time I spoke to you, but I still got some things rolling in my head that might need some advice.
The dog puts away his current writing pad and pulls out a whole new one, and breaks out a new ink pot and quill to get writing. Oh, please do tell.
With the light thing, Doc, I kind of think, I'm starting to get an equal attraction to both the fellas and the ladies, if you know what I mean.
The dog just puts down his writing pad, just adjusts his glasses. You mean you're discovering you are bi?
Is that... yeah. Wasn't really focused on romance before I left Pixaward. Got a little too deep in my training, so, yeah, I mean, I think so. Granted, if you were to ask me who I want to be with, it's, at least now, because who knows what the future brings, Ludwig. But there's been I've seen some pretty ladies, and,
Anything?
talk to Ludwig.
Sorry, please continue.
Might have to talk to Ludwig about it, but, kind of needed to know if this is normal or not first.
Is this a selection of pretty ladies or just the one?
It started with Lady Keke, but I've been noticing others lately too.
Lady Kiki. The Lady Kiki.
Yes.
The dog's smirking.
She's very pretty, we both know this.
She's very pretty. She's very forward. She's not someone you upset.
I flirt with her, she's a bit above my league.
Well, according to general gist on the noble market, she's above Granville Devinter's league, but apparently they've been in business with one another for a fair while now. And as the stories go, Lady Kiki seems to be
Well-
very much very much in touch with the common people.
Talking nobility here, Doc. I'm talking. I do not have the social skills to talk to that woman.
The doc is holding back comments about Magpie's social skills.
Just you.
Face facts.
Anyway, I just wanted to know if this whole being attracted to both men and women is normal, and learning it as late as 20 years old is normal.
Can you say your life compared to most others is normal?
Compared to the. I figured it'd be a little weird with the whole adventuring thing. I mean, is this something I should be worried about?
Not about the adventuring thing, it's about your life. Because as I understand it, giving the folks from Pixie Ward pretty much focus on their duty first and foremost. A life sheets come second. Yeah, you get the life skills to continue you feel alive, but it's, well, one can only assume about your training in the case of you do seem a little out of your depth from time to time.
You know, I didn't think half the things I encounter I'd be encountering. But I guess that's kind of why they send us out into the world, is so we do encounter it, because we ain't going to see many of these things in Pixie Ward. It's small. We know that.
Life is full of things we will never fully understand. Why did I choose to take over the body of a doctor and now pretty much alienated the rest of my people and just stay here treating, well, let's face it, this place is full of mad people. And I enjoyed this job, for most part.
Maybe it's because you enjoy it, but basically what you're saying is I shouldn't worry about this because nothing about me's normal.
Normal is not is subjective per the person. Normal for me is having tentacles, having purple slimy skin. Normal for Dolores is being old, cranky, and smoking up many cigarettes to the point that the reception area she's currently stationed in will never be cleared of the cigarette smoke. Normal for
Not to mention it.
Normal for Cervantes is, no, I'm not going there. Stop professional talk about your boss.
Magpie kind of chuckles like, I get the picture. Okay, that's a bit of a load off of my mind.
Now, the only concern is if Lady Kiki ever showed interest in you, because, well, she's forward. You're not quite so. Imagine she could have some fun with you.
No, I am not forward. I'd faint in a minute. For God's sakes, Ludwig made me faint, and he ain't as forward.
The doc is just smirking to himself.
Also, I've been sleeping better. The nightmares have died down, just to give you an update.
Good to hear.
Also, did any of my team members tell you about our new fan, so to speak?
Fan?
they following us around, and they're the ones that sent that box, for example. We've been calling him Red because he won't give us a name to call him. Yeah, she describes Red. And we're not sure if he's friend or foe, but he finds us interesting.
Considering the nature of your inherited profession, shall we say, it's not surprised that certain Fae would find you fascinating.
He finds us all interesting.
He's as curious as he sounds way above my pay grade.
I'm just letting you know in case something comes up involving him again.
Noted.
Otherwise, had my coming of age party. That went well. Shame you didn't go. You would have loved Aloysius.
My apologies, but I prefer to stay far away from dragons as possible.
Aloysius is a sweetheart. He's actually a mist dragon, to be specific. He's nicer than most other island dragons. In fact, he even joined us in the dancing. Granted, most of us kind of don't want him to do that because he causes earthquakes when he does, because he's pretty big, but it is kind of a sight to see a dragon do a chicken dance.
The dog is just giving you a look of disbelief.
Jeff, Ludwig saw it, Yuki saw it, I swear it's true.
Fair enough. But if that's all, could you just go send in... Oh no, he's checking his notes. Could you go send in Okasan, please?
Seeing the bird. You also want me to bring you some more Snorri's brew later?
Oh, I'll go plenty.
Well, if you change your mind, let me know. I'll grab some.
At this moment, something bursts out of the couch.
Do that, Okasan.
I have an order here for a salmon burrito with a note that says it is brain food. Did somebody here order a salmon burrito?
Okasan, how long have you been there?
How long have I been where?
Ouch!
Okay, you can be on your way. Put the burrito on the desk. Okasan, back on. Sit down on the seat. We are going to talk.
Magpie leaves when she's dying laughing.
Okasan sits down on the couch that he just burst out of.
The dog pulls out another notepad. This one's well used. How are you, Okasan? The smile for anyone else could see is very much forced and put on. Okasan has all the observance of a brick wall and actually think he's happy.
Okasan's in his own little world. Well, I do have serious problems with being attacked by the werepanda. But I have found joy in bringing tacos to people, for they ward off the evil of werepandas. You know all about the evil of werepandas, of course. At this moment, Okasan sprouts a striped fluffy tail and tries to surreptitiously hide it, but has trouble because it's not actually there.
Roll me a con check.
Con check? Okay. Con save or just con check?
Say, please.
That would be a 16.
You feel a sneeze coming on, but you manage to avert it. Yes, I'm going there.
You son of a bitch.
You have it coming.
Okasan also occasionally in the night hears the sneezing of kittens, which sound nothing like Okasan. Would you know anything about that, Doctor Mann?
He pulls out a little recording device that apparently Snark left with him. Until Snark left this, it's basically apparently someone sneaked this into. Apparently someone's been recording you sleeping, and you sound like this. He taps the device and he's snoring. That sounds like kitten sneezes.
No, that's not what Okasan sounds like. Okasan sounds nothing like a kitten. Okasan is mighty and believes in the one true pudding. Have I told you about the one true pudding?
Old Testament and New Testament.
Well, there's Old Testament, there's New Testament, and now there's even Discount Testament.
You know what? We're done here. Please send in Yuki.
Enjoy your burrito and remember to tell your friends about the flaming burrow. Okasan, away!
Out the door, not the window.
Okasan dives back into the couch and somehow winds up where Yuki is.
Yuki's kind of just been sitting in a room for a while, but, oh, hi, Oka-san.
Doctor Mann is enjoying a delicious brain food and would like to speak to you. He is always so friendly to Okasan.
That's nice, Oka-san. Okay, I'll go. And she just walks up to the office and goes in.
Yuki, good to see you.
Hi, Doc. I got my voice back, as you can see.
That's good. How are you?
Can't say I'm at my most usual cheerful self right now. A lot going on.
I'd definitely say something's been going on for. What was it, past year or so?
Yeah, probably. The amount of times I've passed out.
Yeah, Docs never did explain that.
But sure, I know myself.
Well, as you know, I am here. Here for your needs. If you want to talk about it, I'm all ears. If you don't want to talk about it, that's fine.
Not even sure where to begin is the thing. I guess I could start with... I guess I can give you the news of my former party.
Oh? Admittedly, since their last mission and they never came back, we've been unable to track them down.
Yeah, well... A certain someone at the wedding kinda gave the answer, and she hands him the package that Percy gave her at the wedding.
Oh. This symbol with this sealed on sword. Does it mean anything to you?
Not that I know of. I have a feeling Cyrano might have an idea, but I haven't seen him much lately after this. I think I don't think he wants to tell me either. So I have a feeling it's not good.
Curious.
I guess in one way I'm glad to know the truth. All this time I thought they just left me. Turns out something else happened.
I will, of course, have to inform Sabentis about these developments.
Yeah,
Do you mind if I hold on to the letter, or do you want to keep a hold of it?
you can have it. Otherwise I'll just keep looking at it over and over, wondering what happened.
Understandable.
Makes me worried about my current party. Is what happened to my old party gonna happen to them?
Well, at the moment, reviewing, considering the notes I've been getting about your missions so far, you've been dealing with dragons, automatons fueled by undead spirits, unfriendly locals, displaced rat folk. There's a few missions where details a bit less forthcoming. I'm not usually one to say this, but I will probably say that the smalls are probably most of that we're dealing with the unforeseen, shall we say.
Yeah, we've definitely had some unusual circumstances. I don't think Shifroth expected any of this when we joined.
Now, I read through the notes of the other parties going out for the big adventures, Northern cousins, wayward wind dragons. Half the time to come back having to deal with something mundane. We send you out for something mundane, you come back with cults, hostile dragons, this, that, and the other.
Yeah. Worried I'm gonna lose them too. I mean, there's always the risk with our party in general, but knowing that there's some connection to what happened to my old party, possibly, is what got them gonna come after them.
I think I'm fairly assured in assuring you that at least with Ogasan, he ain't going anywhere. You could drop an island on him and somehow he'll find a way to survive. He's eyeballing the burrito. Of course, I am always here to talk, to listen, to advise if possible.
Appreciate that.
We can continue if you wish to talk about something more, or if you want to be on your way, I won't hold you up.
I'm not sure if I can talk about it, is the thing. As I don't know of how much I remember myself.
Understandable.
Mm.
a moment. The doctor sits silently. He ain't sure what got to do with this.
You got any tricks on how to remember things?
At the moment, no. All I'm going is for stimulation of familiarity to bring back lost memories. But of course, there's half a dozen ways memory can be messed with. So that means there's probably at least 3 times as a way for those memories to be even recovered, if possible.
The last 2 times I got my memories back was after I passed out. I wonder if one more time we'll get the last piece I'm missing.
As a concern, you may not wake up again from that 3rd time.
Yeah.
I will continue to do my research to see what is possible.
Appreciate that.
But
Now it might be best I let you get on with your next session. I feel like taking up more time than I need to.
well, if you ever need more time, my appointment book is always open.
Thank you, Doc.
I believe he just checks his notes again. Oh no. Snorri should be waiting outside, so could you please send him in when you wait on your way out?
Yeah, that's fair. Easy on that stuff, actually. I had a hell of a time when I tasted some.
It is an acquired experience.
I don't know, did you have a moment where you dreamt about being tossed out of an air balloon almost and having to fight a giant fruit punch man?
The dog just looks at you, blinks again. Have you been eating Okasan's cooking?
He cooks?
That's what I'm wondering about.
I should probably warn Chef Ross about that. Bye-bye.
So, I'll talk to you next time.
Okay. And she just walks out. Your turn, Snorri.
And Snow just wheels into his office, basically kicking open the door. Snorri! So, what is it this time? And we shall bring this part of the session to a close. So, until next time, be good, be well, and do not touch Snorri's special stash. Later, folks.
Bye.
Ryan.
Tacos!
Later.